It was a petrol station. It was discrimination at a petrol station. Let's get rid of that. So I didn't think it through when I put this top on, and basically I put my headphones on. But I just want to show you a point. Not that way. Here we go. What do I look like? Answers in the comments. You know, nothing rude. Do I look like a thug? Do I look like someone who's bald and has got a cold head? You tell me. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a couple of seconds to think about it. In the meantime, go and hit the like button now, and please hit your subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. Last night, guys, I was doing I went to petrol station to put some petrol in. It was evening. It was evening. The petrol station attendant turned the pump off as soon as I got there. So I said to him, "What's going on, mate?" He said to me, "You need to pay for your petrol first." The petrol station I was in was this one. Let me just actually, I should have it actually. I'm gonna name and shame them. That's the one. It's the Texaco petrol station in Montague Road in Edmonton, London, N9. I know Edmonton isn't the most affluent area going, but I went in there dressed like this. I'm sorry, Mr. Petrol Pump Attendant, but I can wear whatever I like when I want to put petrol in. I can't go somewhere dressed like this. This is a class system. And you look how they're looking at the working class guy at the bottom. You've got the upper class guy, the middle class guy, and the working class guy. You know what? We're not in the old days. We ain't going by the class system anymore. Before I get into the story, I just want to shout out a few people in the chat. Baby Yoda up the mofo, big up yourself. Mr. Bungle as ever. On 99.99, Sofian, Ashab's in the house. South Fisher, big up yourself, bruv. And many others. So anyway, the story. Where's to put the petrol in? Not my fault my car was battered. It's an old car, it's all I can afford. But you know what, Mr. Petrol Pump Attendant? I didn't steal it. I didn't steal the car, I bought it with hard-earned money, right? I didn't steal it, that's the one. You know, you sort of look at me, you didn't like look at me. So basically, it's discrimination. It's discrimination. Was it discrimination of my colour? Was it discrimination of how I looked? Did he have an issue against bald people, or did he have an issue against people with hoodies on? I'll tell you what, I wasn't even wearing a hoodie. And Mr. Petrol Pump Man, I'm going to call you out, and I'm going to write to your head office, and I'm going to complain, because at no point was there any signs on the petrol pump saying that I need to pay for my petrol first. And if anything, usually it's the petrol pump on the outside, the nearest to the road, is the one that you usually have to pay for the petrol first. The one nearest to your front door is the least one you need to pay for the petrol. But there was no sign at all. In the whole of the petrol station, there was no sign. Furthermore, after I paid for my petrol, I was standing there scratching my head. And all of a sudden, the doors opened and people was walking in, and I paid for their petrol. What was wrong with me? Oh, let me show you one thing. Does this now change your view of me? A shirt and tie. Does that now change your view of me? Let me know. Guys in the comments. Yeah, let me know if that changed your view. Guys, do you know what happens if basically you go to a petrol station, you put your petrol in, and you then haven't got enough money You realise you left your cards at home and you can't pay for your petrol. Do you actually know the penalty? Let me know in the comments if anyone knows, basically in the comments, what happens if you can't pay for your petrol. I'll give you a couple of minutes. In the meantime, while I'm giving you a couple of seconds just to come up with some answers in the comments, I'm going to give you another chance to like and subscribe to the channel. Go and hit your likes, people. We won't stand discrimination, stereotyping, racism, being homophobic, being basically any discrimination against anybody. No, against anybody. We won't stand any discrimination on this channel. You know, we're the channel what speaks out. It's not all about Arsenal. Right. Basically. Right, you know, basically, if you run out of money, or you ain't got any money, you left your cards at home, you've got no access to money at all. You have got 48 hours, people, 2 days by law to go in and pay for your petrol. That's without you calling the police. There's no need to call the police. As long as you give your details, all you need to do is give your details, and basically you've got 48 hours to pay for your petrol. Everyone, go and try it tonight. Go down to a BP, go to Texaco, go to a Shell, go to whoever wants to sponsor us. You're welcome to do so as well. And basically, you know, don't pay for your petrol. Don't pay for your petrol and see what happens. They can't scream, they can't shout, they can't lock you in, they can't call the police, they can't do anything. Basically, you've got 48 hours to pay for your petrol. That is law. This dump, Texaco petrol station, this dump on Montague Road in Edmonton. If you're that concerned about theft of petrol, or people pay for their petrol first, or you know, why don't you guys spend some bit of money in this Texaco petrol station and pay at the pumps in. Pay at the pumps in. It'll make life a lot easier, a lot quicker, a lot smoother for everybody. The guy in the petrol station, you know, he wasn't English, but it doesn't matter where he was from. But I went there the other day, just by saying, walked in again at night. I walked in, and he had his music blaring really loud. He had his music blaring really loud. You know, I didn't know what he wanted me to do: screw in the light bulbs or pay for me Red Bull. You know, it was a joke. I turned around and said to him, mate, turn it down. You got a customer in the shop, turn it down. You know, and I made him turn that thing off before he served me. But it might be a reason why he might maybe pay for the petrol. Who knows? Who knows? Got a super chat here. My brother, Flo's Nelly. You're a legend. Love your work, Abby. Success, bro. Looking smart. Keep this look up every show. I can't, because you know what? I can't iron shirts, and you know what? There's so much weight. This one's too big. But we've got some exciting things coming onto the channel. I'm going to tell you a bit more about petrol stations and what happens if you don't pay for your petrol. And also, I'm going to give you national statistics for, as the police call it, is bilking. So if you ever watch Road Wars, it's called bilking. Let me tell you guys. You know, out of all the petrol thefts which happen in the UK, only 1% of people are prosecuted for it. 1%. That means 99% of people who filled up their vehicles with very expensive petrol, very expensive diesel, which is on purposely kept at this price just to screw the motorists over, they got away with it. 99% of people got away with not paying for their petrol. I'm not advocating don't pay for your petrol, because you know, knowing your luck, you probably be the 1% that gets done for it. You know, but 99% of it got away with it. Why did they get away with it? Because not enough policing. Not enough policing. You know why? I'll tell you where the police are. The police are at the top of a bridge with their ANPR vehicle, watching you go underneath the carriageway, so they could do you for speeding. Wankers. Not only are there them monstrosity yellow things, there's also the infrared cameras. You've now got the dickhead who stands in a lay-by with his speed gun. Go and catch and pop the criminals, you arsehole. All right? I know we're talking about what's the name? We're talking about nicking fuel at the moment and paying for fuel and discrimination. But I'll just give you guys a heads up as well while we're on it. If you get done with a speed gun and you're within 5 miles of the speed, basically you're allowed to go on 1 speed awareness course in 3 years. So don't go and admit liability to start with. Make sure you know your rights. Okay. Save yourself 3 points. But let's get back to Texaco. Texaco. I went on their website. I went on Texaco's website. I'm going to share that with you. You're not going to see it very clearly, but I'm just going to share it with you anyway, for effect's sake. Here we go. That's not the one. Let me share the other one. Should be this one. There we go. You might not be able to see it, but here it is. It's from Texaco, and it's Texaco UK News. It's got their website on there. It's got various other things. It's got all the news. What happens within the Texaco industry. Okay. Nowhere on here, Texaco directors, has it got your times for paying for petrol, when you're allowed in and when you're not. It hasn't got on there either is, what should the person look like to actually trust them to put petrol in? What should they look like? We're in inner London. We're in inner London, and it's a multicultural area, which we're also going to touch on in a later show. We're going to touch on knife crime, and we're going to touch on stop and search, because you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know that majority of black people get stopped and searched. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to know that. So basically, we want to on a later show we're going to come to how do the police and the government decide it's a black man from whatever country you're from or continent that does the most crime. So how did you come to that? Because obviously there's another injustice there, and there's another discrimination there. So in this time of Black Lives Matter, Sonny TV Arsenal are going to call everybody out. We're going to call everybody out. And you know what? We're going to create a movement. We're going to create a community. We're going to create a voice, because with a lot of them, we could protest. We could make ourselves heard, and all together we're just a louder voice. Okay. So getting back onto this idiot Texaco, I'm going to give you some facts. I can see where they're concerned, because obviously if the police are not doing nothing, then obviously someone needs to. So they need to be in charge of their own policing. So I asked the guy at the Texaco service station. I said to him, "Why did you stop me? For one, why did you stop me from putting my petrol in? And also, basically you got no signs up. It's not the forecourt nearest to the road, the pub nearest to the road. So why me?" I said, "Is it because I'm Turkish?" I goes, "Because Edmonton, majority of people in Edmonton are actually Turkish. It's not because of colour on this occasion, or it might be, but it might be some sort of discrimination there. But I've also got a story here. This is a white guy, an English guy. I think it's an English guy. It looks like an English guy. So it's not a colour thing. And I'm not trying to create a white an immigrant, or white black, or white brown, or white, whichever colour you want to call it, or shade. Right? So it's not a colour thing. It's nothing to do with that. I'm going to put it down to how you look, because this guy, a father of two, claims he refused no more than £10 worth of petrol Good on you, bruv, because I was only putting in £10, I think. You was filling your car up for 70 quid. I only had 10 quid to put in. Daniel Tradget. So basically, he's not English. He sounds like he's Polish or an Eastern European country to me. So again, it might be in a bit of stereotyping. It might be in a bit of racism. It might be in a bit of discrimination. Who knows? You know, because apparently, you know, maybe if you're Eastern European, you're not allowed to put in more than £10 worth of petrol at a time. Who knows? Who knows? You know, who knows? You know, so Eastern Europeans, Turkish people, black people, some white people, some people who wear tracksuits, some people wear jeans, some people wear hoodie, some people who have got glasses, you know, some people have got long hair, some people have got short hair, some people have got no hair. For some reason, they get discriminated on. Why? Why is it can't you go to a petrol station in England and just put fucking petrol in without no hassle? Why do you have to get called out by it? Would I got called out if I was dressed like this? Then I was dressed with a hoodie on because that's what they wear in what's that? When you want to be comfortable, you wear your tracksuit. I'll give you a bit more background information. Let's just find the right one. Yeah, here we go. Right. I hope you can see this. Thieves stole 1.75 million worth of fuel from petrol stations, businesses and other cars last year. 99% of crimes have gone unpunished. So these are not my statistics. These are statistics from the government. A staggering 11 million worth of fuel was pinched. So obviously it's a lot of fuel. Okay, so if that's the case, you've got CCTV up. So I've said to this Herbert, I said to him, you know, we've got CCTV up. So what difference it make if I want to nick petrol? I can nick it in the morning, or I can nick it in the evening. What difference does it make if you've got CCTV? If you've got CCTV, does it make a difference if it's in the morning or the evening? What's the fucking difference? I said to him. I said, what's the difference? He said to me, you know, people could get away easier at night. Why? Oh, how can they get away easier at night? Well, do we turn invisible? Do we become the invisible man at night? Do we become shadows and basically transform into our environment? If I want to look like a brick wall, I could look like a brick wall. If I want to look like a house, I could look like a house. You know, depending on which green screen I just have to be carrying around with me. As long as you've got that CCTV up, make sure Texaco, right? Even if you are basically, you know, your franchise or whatever, make sure you buy the CCTV, which has actually got an infrared camera on it, and it fucking works. Then you won't have no issue, will you? You let me put my bloody petrol in when I want, how I want. Or you go and get pay your pumps, pay at pump, or you set everyone a limit, regardless of which colour they are, what size they are, what sexual orientation they are, which football team they support. No, if they're Spurs supporters, don't let them put any petrol in. Let them walk. Let them walk till they win a trophy. Versus, you man are crazy. If you think Sonny is reading your comment, I've seen him rant for an hour and not read one single comment. Because I'm going to go back to reading the comments. So thanks for the support there. But basically, I'll try to tell the story first. So once I've told the story, I will then read your comments, of course. So thanks for being a producer of my show. You're sacked. Okay, now what we do then? Let's go to your comments. See if Verse has put us onto that in splendid style. Let's go with a bit of love first. Dead channel, bro. United in 24 hours got Van der Beek, now Sancho, then Arsenal in a month. So how does that make it a dead channel? Because United went and got Van der Beek and Sancho. What relevance has that got to me? This is an Arsenal channel. If you don't like it, bon voyage, you know, as I say in France, you know, on your bike, leg it, up it, whichever way, or just fuck off, or shut your mouth and just enjoy it and contribute. And when United are playing, United do something, you're welcome to come on the podcast like everyone else. You can't even convince your captain to stay without flashing money that you don't have in. Basically, if a player's comes in, well, basically, we're talking about football, you knob, but this is not a football debate at the moment. So leave it for another time. Mr. Bungle, any football non-comment, please delete. It's not a football stream. Maybe you're getting the spam treatment by Mr. B if you go off your Man United shit on this channel. Exactly. Sonny, no offense, but you're always talking about others' YouTube channels. Talk about yourself and focus on your own channel. Let me talk about myself then, shall I? Am I the only one on YouTube channel who invites every other person on a podcast? Is that what you want me to say? Lovely, I just said it. Thank you. You look like 6 foot red hot radiators. I am. I am. No one cares, being honest, mate. Well, obviously, you're watching it, Sofian, and basically, this is a part of my channel called Sonny TV Exposes. Right? It's called exposing. Basically injustices and discrimination. So, if you're walking down the street, my friend, and someone stops you for no reason because your name is Sofian, and you come from wherever you come from, my friend, then you may have a reason to be to basically be annoyed. But I'm a 50-year-old man. I'm not a 17, 18-year-old, 19-year-old with my jeans hanging down my arse. I'm a 50-year-old man. I expect to be treated differently. It is obviously said to do YouTube. It's on YouTube. Okay. Bro, it looks like you just came out of court. You know what, bro? You know, on this channel, and when we're doing the Sonny TV exposed, and we're going to expose all the bigots. Basically, I'm the chief prosecutor. I'm not the one on trial. I'm the chief prosecutor, and we're going to put these people to task. Sonny, you look like Gazidis. Sonny, you're wearing a suit because you're going to work. Right, this is how misleading looks look. You know why? I believe I've got tracksuit on. So that's how misleading looks look. So never go by looks. You know what? It's not always the best looking bird, the best looking woman. You know, gives you the best sex, looks after your children the best, looks after your home the best, or it looks like, makes you dinner. You know? Or the other way around, it might be your husband, or it might be whatever, your boyfriend, or your girlfriend, or whatever. You know? So we don't discriminate on this channel. So basically, everyone has a role in a house, and enjoy roles nowadays. Before anyone wants to pull me up with that one. Sonny, maybe you were a little aggressive to the Petrol dude. Yeah, I was after he treated me different to everyone else. Of course I was. Of course I was. Shall I give him the golden spurs? No, leave it. But basically, like the quick point is, if any of you get caught short, right? That's not caught short when it goes to the toilet. That's caught short. You know, not having any money to pay for your petrol. The law is, guys. The law is you know, it's 48 hours. 48 hours. They can't do jack shit to you. So you know what? If you're driving one day and you ain't got any petrol and you're rowing, your car is on the red, and you're thinking, shit, what am I going to do? Don't sleep on the hard shoulder. Let a lorry take you out. I'll tell you what to do. Go to the nearest service station, mate. Go and fill up your car. Go and fill up your car because you've got 48 hours to pay anyway. You might fill it. Let's just say like normal, like a football look, pure class. You know what, guys? I can scrub up well sometimes. You know what? I'm a trained mortgage advisor, wealth management consultant. Before that, I worked for barristers. I worked for solicitors. And you know what? A lot of my clients are barristers, solicitors, doctors, you name it. One thing I haven't needed to change is, you know what? My personality. Because regardless of how you speak, you know, it might be a first impression, but when you come recommended to the level of your work, doesn't matter how you speak. It's basically how you It's how you can, it's the information that you're giving them in a way that they can understand it, which is clear. So it's not worth going and seeing a client and just try and show him how clever you are. Go and show him how clever he is. So he understands what you're talking about. I look like a security guard at Tesco. You know what? I'm not tall enough to be a security guard at Tesco. You post that. You just got to show. Look, no one knows what's underneath. No one knows what's underneath. Right. You know what? So Tesco's. We called out. We called out the Wellington Park nursing home the other day, and guess what? The result straight away. You know, my father-in-law got diagnosed with for Crohn's in his nursing home. He can't walk. He's got dementia. And after the bullshit I was hearing, they've now retested and now they get my mother-in-law in to test her as well because she wouldn't saw it. So actions can be done. Actions can be done. Right? It's just about putting it across. You know, and if we have to embarrass people to do it, we'll do it whichever way it takes. I don't care. Just so you know, that's a little thing now. Like I said, we're going to go on to stats on another show of which population of people in a certain age group in the United Kingdom get stopped and searched the most. Which areas, whether it's an affluent area, whether it's less affluent area, time of day, time of night. We're going to look at that. For this petrol one, just out of interest, the biggest area for non-payment of petrol wasn't London, as you might have expected. It was actually Manchester, Greater Manchester. Greater Manchester, followed by Birmingham. So, you know, next time miss petrol station, man, let me put my petrol in. Right. New things what's happening to the channel, guys. Basically, as usual, you're all allowed on a podcast. All you need to do is follow me on Twitter. That's what you need to do. Follow me on Twitter. There you go. Official Sonny 1. Okay. Official Sonny 1. Follow me on Twitter and basically say I want to come on the podcast, and I will let everyone in on the podcast who wants to come in. I don't care how many followers you got. Anything. You want to come on the podcast? You come on the podcast. All right. You're welcome to. If anyone's got any causes that they want to shout out, good causes. I mean charities or whatever, or really good things that what have been done, you know, for people. You know, I shouted out a Tottenham fan, Arthur, his birthday. He was 60. I think it's 65. Arthur was. He was suffering from illness, and Arthur was a Tottenham fan, lifelong Tottenham fan. But you know what? It's human. It's human, and he watches his channel. So he's a Sonny TV Arsenal fan, and that's good enough for me. Arthur and Karen, wish you well. So anyone wants to do any content, you're welcome again to come on the show, get in contact with me. Who else gives you that opportunity? No one. You know. So basically, you're welcome to come on. But the massive thing what's going to be happening on the channel, you know, is going to be. I just want to see if I've got the photo. Actually, I may have, may not have. Let me actually see. And let's see if you lot could guess what it is. I'm really excited about it. Let's see if I can get it up. Here we go. Following my brothers, the Turkey national team, all the way to the Euros, which is next year. You know, we've got a warm-up game coming up on Thursday against Hungary. We're going to be doing a watch-along. You know what? I was born in England, proud to be raised in England, proud of my British heritage, British upbringing. But you know what? I was born a Turk and I'll die a Turk. And there'll be a Turkish burial. It'll be a Muslim burial. You know, that's me. I've got Turkish blood running through my veins. So I'm a proud Turkish man, and so I'm going to be following the Turkish national team, even though our form is indifferent. It's the first time we qualified for a major tournament since since Rivaldo decided to kick the ball and cheat when we got to the semi-final of the World Cup many years ago. You know, I remember when we used to be at Wembley, when we used to take beating from England 8-0, 5-0. But you know what? When you're proud to be a Turk, you're proud to be a Turk, no matter what the result. No matter what the result. So, do me a favour. Everyone is welcome to come support us as well. But we'll also be following some England games. But trouble is, England's bloody boring. It's boring, you know, especially when there's no Arsenal players playing for England. Unless Ainsley Maitland-Niles gets called up, and will he still be an Arsenal player then? Who knows? So basically, we had the Ottomans originally, then we had Atatürk, and now we got Sonny TV Arsenal. You know, we're going to put Turkey back on the map in European football, and we're going to have a laugh while we're doing it. You know, it's going to be a laugh. So whether you're Turkish, whether you're English, no matter what nationality you are, one thing the Turks are, they're hospitable. We're a hospitable bunch. So you're all welcome to join us. Take the piss out of us, do whatever you want. But you know what? It's not always about the result, but I'm sure some good players will come out of Turkey as well. Anyone watching who is Turkish who wants to join on a podcast, you're welcome to. And anyone who knows about Turkish football, you know, we might have a little sister spin-off channel one day. You never know. You never know. You know, beats gaming channel, doesn't it? You know. So anyway, I'm going to be back 12:25, launching my Turkish channel. I'll give you a quick intro. It's only going to be a 5-minute intro, and then I'm going to be back later with the kid, e.g. Igal, and we're going to get into some Arsenal content. We're going to get into the latest transfer rumours, our thoughts and your thoughts on who should stay and who should go. Ainsley Maitland-Niles can afford to sell him. Now he's feeling his potential. Martinez, who should we have? Martinez or Leno? We can't have them both. Who would you have? Rob Holding is a loan deal, or sell him altogether, or keep him. You know, El Neni. You know, he came out like a devil possessed the other day. Yeah, but he still only played it sideways. Good performances. Aubameyang. Get on another stream with Troops. I don't, you know, forget your Instagram live, but just sign the contract, sign the thing, as they say, sign it. Guna Game TV, big up yourself, Guna Game TV. Go and check out his channel. So anyway, guys, so we're going to build up to Europe. We're going to look at all the international fixtures, and we're going to look at them in a different way, right? Because on Sonny TV Arsenal, we never do things normally. So we're going to look at it in a different way, and it's going to be very enjoyable. Very enjoyable. And again, if any of you don't want to come on the stream, you're welcome to. Please, guys, do me a favour. Go hit the likes, please, if you don't mind. You know, we had over 400 people in the live stream the other day, and I was disappointed with the amount of likes that we got. So please support the channel, because it basically gives this channel more credibility with YouTube, and YouTube recommend our podcast because we don't get any help from anyone else, because they're all a bunch of knobs. Baby Yoda, you know, I always love you, bruv. You're part of the channel. You've been part of the channel since day one. Big up yourself, bro. Big up yourself. You know, we're always playing. We're always playing. So anyway, guys, go hit the subscribe, like, and share button now, please, if you don't mind. Please also, if you don't mind, please share it on your Facebook channel, on your Facebook. You know, and be part of the community. Yeah, there's opportunities open everywhere on this channel, everywhere. If anyone wants to do our social media, you're welcome to. You can take over the Facebook group. You know, there's Instagram. I need people to help me with that. All the socials, I need someone to run it for me. If anyone can edit, I need someone to help with that. Because basically, I'm an old man. Crap. Subscribe, guys. Share the video. It's as simple as that. Subscribe, share the video. It's as simple as that. And please, hit like. Have you been a bad boy? You've been to court, or what you saying? But watch the stream from the start. Basically, I went to, quick recap, went to the petrol station, put some petrol in, and they didn't like my face. He wanted me to pay before I put petrol in. And I took offence to that. And if I take offence to saying, I'm going to call it out. So, same CVR Arsenal exposed. We are going to expose everybody who comes out with any type of discrimination at all. Well, even if it's ageism, anything. So, do you know what? If you guys got any stories, send them to me. Send me your stories, right? And basically, any discrimination, anything you've had any experiences that you've had. It could be going for a job. It could be anything. And basically, we want to hear it because you know what? We want to hear about you. But anyway, I'm gonna stop waffling. Sonny CV Arsenal, Texaco petrol station. You know what? I ain't gonna come to you no more. Don't like petrol anyway. Don't like petrol anyway. So I'll go to Jet, or I'll go to BP, or I'll go to Shell, or unless you come and want my business, right? You come and want my business because I'm going to go out of my way to turn everyone away from you, everyone, right? For the way your staff handle people, and you know what? You appreciate me for a change. You appreciate me because it's my money what's keeping you in business, along with everybody else's. If you don't want to look after your customers, shut your station down and go somewhere else. If you don't like the area that you're in, because there's good people and bad people in every area, whether it's an affluent area or it's a less affluent area. All right, stop discriminating at the area you live. The only shit thing in Edmonton, mate, is Tottenham Football Ground up the road. It's Tottenham Football Club, so that's the only shit thing in Edmonton. So say CV Arsenal, subscribe, like, share, wherever you guys. Join me at 12:30 for my intro to Turkey and our road to the Euros. It's not going to just be Turkey; it's going to be covering other club teams as well, and Arsenal players on international duty. But you know what? It can't be Arsenal all the time. And then basically we're going to go to some Arsenal content. So big up, guys. Love you all. Please like, subscribe, share, and go smash that like button. Take care, guys.